Lol. I haven't made one of these in a bit. Been busy with work and life and finding myself and all that good stuff. Ugh. But we're gonna hear some Google news. I haven't heard them in a while too. I haven't heard news in a while, so shit. I only know whatever I could in Twitter. Even then, I haven't looked at it. I've been so fucking tired. Hey Google, tell me the news.
Here's the latest news.
I don't know how loud that is for y'all. Hopefully you can hear her.
From
I can hear her,
CNN
so you
News
can hear her.
Briefing at 3:50 p.m. today.
This briefing is brought to you by NetSuite, by Oracle, the world's #1 cloud business system.
So, I find
Good
it weird
evening. This is your
that the fucking
CNN
mosquitoes
News
can still
Briefing
bite
for
through my
Friday,
goddamn
July
socks.
31st.
Why?
Dr. Anthony
the word
Fauci
double
says
sucks.
he's cautiously optimistic that the U.S. will have a safe and effective coronavirus vaccine by the end of 2020. He also said the vaccine will be distributed to Americans in phases by 2021. The nation's leading infectious disease expert testified before Congress about the country's response to the crisis. Fauci said 30,000 people have started to enroll in the first phase 3 clinical trial of a coronavirus vaccine in the U.S.
How do I sign up for that?
The Senate has adjourned for the weekend as unemployment benefits expire at midnight Friday without a replacement or extension.
What?
Talks between top Democratic and White House negotiators ended Thursday with both sides unable to reach a deal. According to a person briefed on the discussion, White House negotiators offered to temporarily extend the weekly $600 benefits. Democrats rejected the offer, saying the GOP proposal doesn't meet the gravity of the problem. United States postal workers and union leaders fear new policies could impact mail-in voting for the presidential election.
Here we go.
That's according to a report by the Washington
mosquitoes.
Post. According to a memo, the
bought
new
this
policies include
I bought
cutting
it.
hours, including overtime,
But,
to save
like,
money.
do I have to
As
hold
a
it?
result, the Post
Get away
says
from me.
parts of the country are experiencing a 2-day delay receiving mail, including express mail. Because of the current backlog, workers fear they won't be able to process voters' ballots in time.
So that's how he's gonna win.
More than 900 people in 48 states have been infected with salmonella, according to the CDC.
I mean, so obvious.
Public
What the
health
fuck? How did I
officials
get
say
cut?
the illnesses are linked to backyard poultry, like chicks and ducklings.
Oh
The
shit.
CDC says more people have gotten sick from this year's salmonella outbreak than in previous years. Some people who haven't had COVID-19 may already have some immunity. That's according to a new study published in the journal Nature. Researchers found that out of a sample of 68 healthy German adults, 35% had T cells that were reactive to the virus. This suggests their immune systems were able to fight off the new infection based on experience with a similar infection. That's all for your CNN Evening News Briefing.
So,
we'll be back on Monday. For
shit.
more on these stories and the latest headlines over the weekend,
Did I ever
visit
have an infection like that?
CNN.com.
I don't think so. I don't even know what happens. It's different for everybody.
Your business needs every advantage to succeed.
But
You
that's
need to be
cool.
smart.
This
And smart
damn,
companies
we're
run on
discovering a lot
NetSuite
of
by
things with this
Oracle,
virus.
the world's #1 cloud business system gives you control over
Like
every
how
part of
stupid
your business.
fucking people are.
Over 20,000 companies trust NetSuite to make it happen.
Oh no!
Make yours
I don't want to
one.
wear masks.
Learn
Oh
more by
no! And they're
visiting
trying to control me. Oh
netsuite.com/top5.
no! It's like
From
okay,
there, you
die.
can schedule a tour
Shit.
of NetSuite and get their free guide, 7 actions businesses need to take now. That's netsuite.com/top5.
With vaccines coming out, you know, a lot of people are not gonna fucking take them.
From CNBC Tech
It's gonna
Check
be
at
bad.
2:46 p.m. today.
Too much people living in their own heads.
Happy
Living
Friday,
in the
I'm Deirdre
clouds.
Boza, and here's your CNBC Tech Check. Big numbers from Big Tech's Big Four. Let's start with Apple. The company smashing expectations last quarter, posting revenue gains across every one of its product categories. iPhone sales returned to growth driven by strong sales in China and robust demand for the iPhone SE. But the real winning
Oh my
products
God.
were iPads and Macs, thanks in large part to the work from home trend. Apple also announced a 4-for-1 stock split, meaning everyone who currently owns the stock will get 3 more shares after the market closes
Damn.
on August 24th.
Damn.
The stock will begin trading on a split
I have no
adjusted
idea what that
basis
is.
on August
What is his name,
31st.
Dan?
Moving on to Amazon, the e-commerce juggernaut posted a blowout quarter, netting
didn't know that shares are good?
$5.2 billion in profit. That is the company's biggest quarterly profit in its 26-year history, and it comes despite spending $4 billion on coronavirus-related costs between April and June. Total revenues last quarter grew 40% year over year to $88.9 billion. Meanwhile, online grocery sales, they tripled. Last but not least, Facebook, the social media giant, beat Wall Street estimates on profits and sales. The company is also forecasting growth in ad
wondering why
revenue
they're not
despite a
talking
boycott
about
from some
the,
key advertisers and cutbacks amid the pandemic. CEO Mark Zuckerberg stressed that Facebook is not reliant on big businesses, like the brands that are boycotting, saying that the top 100 advertisers account for just 16% of sales, down from 20% last year. It's all from the West Coast. See you back here next week.
Or has that passed? I mean, it's been 2 days. That was like 2 days ago.
From
I'm
Bloomberg
late.
First Word at 5:44 a.m. today.
Also, look what I made.
Senate Republicans want to go on the record as saying
Hemp
they
rolls.
tried
Get
to
hemp
restore
rolls. That's the good
supplemental
shit.
jobless benefits for
Go to any
millions of
smoke shop.
Americans. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is trying to force a debate on a stopgap measure for those $600 a week checks. The payments expired this week. Democrats want the jobless benefits extended too, but only as part of a larger relief package.
Please and thank you.
President Trump's coming under pressure to set a national strategy for the coronavirus. The White House has largely avoided strict rules or a master plan that's left many of the decisions to industry or state leaders. Experts say that has made shortages of protective gear at hospitals
And we have
worse,
Texas,
and it
the
could
biggest fucking
complicate
state,
distribution of vaccines.
being one of the
It's
worst.
official, the euro area economy plunged into an unprecedented slump in the second
Sometimes
quarter
when
due
I'm
to
smoking, I
coronavirus
keep
lockdowns,
forgetting
and it may
that
take
it's
years to
corona
fully
until
recover.
something
The euro
reminds
area
me of
saw
it when I'm
a
looking at Twitter or something.
12.1% contraction. Spain took the
Hold
biggest
up.
hit, shrinking
Almost fell.
18.5%. France and Italy also dropped by double digits. In the UK, Prime Minister Boris Johnson's government has reimposed lockdown restrictions for millions of people. Authorities targeted a large part of northern England. They say people there failed to follow social distancing measures, and that led to a
Like,
spike
I went to
in
Home Depot
coronavirus
and
cases.
to buy some
Even Greater
supplies, and people were
Manchester,
like,
part of
there was
Lancashire
2
and
women just
Yorkshire
like
will no longer be able to
kids
meet indoors
running
with members
around.
of other households.
No one's taking this as serious
Well,
until
we're
it
news 24
fucks
hours
with
a day
them.
on
Until
air
it
and at
fucks with
Bloomberg Quick Take,
them.
powered by more than 2,700 journalists and analysts in more than 120 countries. I'm Ritika Gupta. This is Bloomberg.
That's not my cat.
From DW Newsbrief at 11 p.m. today.
This is DW News, and these are our top stories. Hong Kong's leader Carrie Lam has postponed September's Legislative Council elections by 1 year, citing the risk of coronavirus infection. The vote would have been Hong Kong's first since the controversial security law was brought into effect. U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened to ban the Chinese-owned video app TikTok in the U.S., citing national security concerns. American media reports suggest Trump could force the firm ByteDance
I was about to get
give
into
up ownership
TikTok
of
too.
TikTok.
I was literally,
US tech
because
giant
like I had some
Microsoft is
ideas, but
reportedly in talks to buy it.
I'm just gonna wait until all this fucking.
The Eurozone
stops,
is now
and I'll
officially in the
download it.
worst recession ever. Overall GDP slumped 12% in the second quarter following coronavirus lockdowns put in place in most countries. British filmmaker Alan Parker has died at the age of 76 after a long illness. He started his career in advertising and later shot to fame as the director of films like Midnight Express, Fame, and Mississippi Burning. This is DW News from Berlin. You can
wish I
follow
was,
us on
like,
Twitter and
legit
Instagram
movie
at
buff, but
DW
I just,
News
like-
or visit our website. That's dw.com.
I just like what I like. Maybe if I watch them, I will. I like those kind of movies too. Whatever that kind of movie is.
From NPR World at 4:11 a.m. today.
Maybe it's been a while since you got out.
Yeah.
So we're going to take you around the world for a moment to peer out some windows.
In Mumbai, India, a steady rain drizzles in a park.
Okay.
From a balcony in Lüneburg, Germany, a family splashes in a pool.
And the view from an apartment in Sao Paulo, Brazil, shows a sunset over a construction site. Just some of the everyday vistas from the website windowswap.com.
The fuck?
Sonali Ranjit and her husband Vi created the website.
We're both feeling very cooped up in our one-bedroom apartment. And I was thumbing through Instagram and I saw this picture of a friend of mine
We have
in
so
Barcelona.
much room in
He
the
had
world.
this beautiful view outside his window, but he was in lockdown as well. But he was complaining about how bored of it he was.
Sonali's husband Vi says they wanted to help people feeling wanderlust to virtually gaze out windows around the world. Thousands of submissions poured in.
It started off with a bunch from Germany, then it Russia,
That's nice.
then it kind of took off from the States.
Sonali says her favorite view is of a pastoral meadow in southwest Bavaria with a windmill in the distance.
So it's not images, it's people filming
We
things.
saw this
and
tweet
just,
of
like,
this
live it
woman
live.
who
That's
said that she
cool.
teared up because just across the mountains were her parents, who she hasn't seen in 6 months.
Digital windows might not cure all of our feelings of longing in this moment, but drawing about 1.4 million visits per day, the website seems to provide some measure of comfort.
Oof, that one bit me good. Piece of shit.
That's all for now.
Supposedly I'm allergic to them. I took allergy pills so it won't break out as bad. It still fucking hurts. And that's it. Ugh. That loneliness, I feel it. Look at all this empty space over here. Look at that. Finally got some chairs, but can't share them. Hi. Yeah. I've been doing good. Working my jobs. I painted a whole room today. So that was cool. I enjoyed that. That was cool. I was trying to finish before 3 p.m. today, but I finished around 4-ish. And we're trying to finish this job, this tile job. We're barely in the first room. We got about 3 weeks to finish that. We're sacrificing our Saturday to do it. So, fuck. We're gonna see what we can do. I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna do a lot of mortar. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. And yeah, I got into tarot readings, specifically the Osho's one, because I read his book, and you know that hit my soul. So I'm following that, and I bought myself Alan Watts' Book of Zen, so I'm gonna read that shit. So we'll see what that you know instills in me. And then I'm living moment by moment. You know, enjoying life, not worrying about anything, because when I had a job, it just felt so, like, orderly, so contained, so restrictive. And now that I'm out of that world, I just feel so fucking free. I'm connected with my father even more, and I realized that I needed his guidance a lot. It's just, I don't know how to. Mexican men are really hard to kind of like show emotion, you know? It's like in King of the Hill, it's like, wait, Mexicans don't show emotions? That's beautiful. He says something like that. I was like, that's true. Yeah, and like, I'm like Enrique, like I'm a sensitive guy. And whew, imagine that's me in the future. I mean, I am working like as a handyman again, but hey, I'm enjoying it. I'm love it. And I have some ideas of what to do with it in my life. So, we'll see where this journey takes me, because I'm happy at the moment, and I'm not worrying about too much. So, yeah, as long as, like, my family gets along, that's all I care about, you know? And my friends being okay. So, I'm doing good right now. I'm doing fantastic. So, I've been living moment by moment. By just enjoying everything. I don't even play my music anymore at work. I literally like went a whole day. It's like, no, I want to hear everything today. It was nice. Yeah. I'm discovering a lot about meditation and like a thoughtful meditation. Thanks to my friend who showed me that term. I don't know what it would call it. But I read it on Osho's book, and then she said it, and I was like, oh, look at that! It's like that connection thing, that, like, coincidence. Nah, you call it coincidence, but I call it fate. That's enjoyable. Yeah, when I'm in a Zen moment, it's beautiful. It's lovely. Especially it literally feels like you're high, but you're not tired. You're not feeling the haze. You're just like, whoa. Like, I see everything right now. It's really interesting. But yeah. I'm learning to let go a lot of things, for sure. And to enjoy what I had in the past. And to embrace whatever happens in the future. Because, like, can't even think about the past and can't even think about the future either. Because, like, all it is just videos, you know, of past events and of probable things that will never happen. Have you ever thought of that? Like, the things that you ever thought never happen whatsoever, and when they do, they just happen when you're not even thinking about them. But yeah. But you know. All good. I hope. No. May your night be beautiful. May your weekend be amazing. And may what does it say? Blessings to all of y'all. And yeah. Open silence your mind, open your heart, and yeah, ready your body. Cause stop thinking about the mind. Cause this motherfucker plays with you. It's like your little brother trying to play an adult game, and you're like, I'm doing this, and it's like, no, stop it. You can't be playing that game, and you're not even playing it right. Like, you're running into the building you can't go into. It's a fun game though, San Andreas. Okay, guys. Take care. Remember to learn something every day and talk about it. See you next time.